hope we managed to capture. Just as I went to switch over, I lost the streaming software. So hopefully she managed to capture when I got it restarted. And everything is good. Let's just see if it kicks over. There we go. Alright, so I managed to save it without it killing the stream. So hello, welcome to today's Christmas stream series. We're at Rovaniemi Airport up in northern Finland. And we're trying to do yesterday's flight. We had the problem with the database on the aircraft. Turns out I got a feeling my Navigraph database got corrupted. So I had to completely end up removing it, reinstalling it all from scratch. Did some testing yesterday, a few different airports, a few different flight plans, and it all seems to be working fine. You can hear there's a lot of jets moving around right now. So it's busy here, and we've got a lot of aircraft. So let's jump on board, and we'll get ourselves up and ready to go. Alright, so we're on board the aircraft. We have no external power here, so we're going to have to go off on the APU. So we'll get the flashlight on. We'll turn on the batteries. And we're going to get the APU up and going. And get some power into the airplane. We'll count to 5. And hit the start. Fortunately, we're off on a stand today, and we've kind of iced over, so we're just letting this fire up. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to start my tracking software for the VA. And we can start getting ready to go. We should hear it all start clicking in a minute. So parking brake is set. Flaps are, lever is up. Spoilers are retracted and disarmed. Weather radar is off. PWS is off. Engine masters 1 and 2 are in cutoff. Engine mode selector is normal. Thrust levers are at idle. Gear is down. And 3 green. There we go. APU just came online. And the wipers are set. So let's get a little bit of lighting in here. We're also going to get the window heats on. The windows defrosted for us. So we have no external power source. We are running off the APU already. Batteries are on. Pressures are good. We can get our cockpit lighting up, and then we can kill the flashlight. Just going to dial back on that one. A little bit there. Rogers for him. He's out doing the walk around. And we'll come down here to the integrated panel. And we'll do the one above. There we go. Kill the flashlight. There we go. APU fire test we're not going to do. The APU is already up and running. Crew oxygen will come on. Start the adheres aligning. Exterior lights, nav and logo lights are on. Seat belts, and the portable devices and emergency exits are armed. Probe window heats. We'll switch that back to auto shortly once the windows kind of disarmed. It is cold here, so we're going to bump the temperature a little bit. There we go. Fuel pumps are off. Engine fire tests. Engine 1. Engine 2. Flight directors 1 and 2 are on. Current weather. Barrow is 1016. Light snow in the area. And -5. So 1016. Dial that in. 1016. Cephas is set, and I'll put him over to 40. And radios. So 12990 is approach. They're currently the lowest level we have. So we'll dial that in for our clearance. And now the big test. As I said, I did a couple checks yesterday and it did work with the new nav data. So let's hope it works this time. So weather's not too bad. A little bit of a storm off to the east, but we're going to be heading southwards. So down we go. Alright, initialization, flight plan request. So if I pull up my flight plan information, 29377 is the jet stream. So we'll punch that in for Throttle. Flight level of 360 is our cruising altitude today. So that is all looking good so far. So we'll go over to the MCU. No, that's not the one we want. We want ATSU, AOC menu, weight and balance. We're going to request our passenger load today, 170 passengers. And we will start boarding. Alright, that is underway. So while they are boarding, we'll head over to our flight plan. And our data is in, so that is looking very nice. So we're planning runway 21 departure. And the whole Mach 3 Alpha SID. We'll insert that. At the moment, we are looking at arriving on runway 26, so it will be the RNAV 26 Zulu. And we're going in on the Tulsi 3 Alpha. There's the Tulsi 3 Alpha. Do we transition at RTT? Let's just take a look. Yes, we do. So we'll insert that. Go over to plan mode. Dial out. We can take a look. We've got this little discontinuity there. We can take that out of the equation. There we go. Just carry on down the flight plan. Heading south, down over Central Europe. Just watching the progress in the, a lot of waypoints here. There's Tulsi, where we're going to come in to pick up our entry into the star, which is very simple. It's a straight line, but basically this is going to take us down to RTT, and then this is the approach, takes us in down across the mountain valley, mountains on either side, down to the runway, which we can see right there. So everything is looking good in the flight plan so far. So do we need any RadNav data for our departure? Well, no. Everything is nav waypoints. Yeah, hi Brian. I had to, I deleted everything Navigraph, reinstalled. There was a new installer program, a new nav data set, so. And I did some testing last night with 5 or 6 different flight plans out of 5 or 6 different airports, and everything worked fine. So hopefully it holds and we get the flight in today. So we'll dial that back over and we'll come down here. So everything is set up in the MCDU data for the flight plan. Everyone's boarding, and that'll give us our final indicators for our zero fuel weight and our center of gravity. Right now we're going to get our IFR clearance off of the controller. Actually, before we do that, while we're waiting, we'll do the brief. So here's the airport. We're sitting there right now. They're using runway 21, which means we're going to probably taxi down Tango. We'll be taking off out of there. We're going off on the Alnop 3 Alpha, which means we're going to come this way over to Lalma and then down towards Olnop. Once we're out of Olnop, we'll then be flying, as you can see, down the coast of Sweden and Finland, between over the water, down over, looks like over Stockholm, eastern Denmark, over the Polish-German border, down over Germany, edging over Czechoslovakia, down to Austria, and then into Innsbruck. So that is the current plan.
I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you.
Cabin chief, give an announcement.
For any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call
Yeah, did you have to do a reinstall of your data?
If the overhead bin is
Oh,
full,
it's on.
Close it as a courtesy
I've
to
got
other
my
passengers.
probe
Please
and window
double check that all
heats
your items are put
going.
away so that the aisle is clear and
It's kind of
other
cold
passengers
here right now.
make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities.
Alright, so we can go back over to here
if you're not able to comply with these
to see how we're doing progress-wise on the boarding.
Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages.
Oh, looks like everyone is on board.
That once you depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Yeah, I've got the window heat on. I don't have, there's nothing else for the windscreen that I've ever seen. Wing and anti-ice will go on once we start the engines. But it looks like everybody is on board according to this, so I can get the data. So my zero fuel weight is 60180, and my center of gravity is 24.4. So we head back to the initialization screen and go to page 2. You can enter this in. So just compare it with the flight plan. 60.1 and 24.4, and our block fuel today is 9.6. There we go, and our trip wind is a tailwind of 24 knots. So that is now entered in, and we can come over here. And we'll get it fueling. It's not going to be too great a difference. 9.696. We'll get that going. That was lower than I thought it was. That's fine. We got to get our clearance. Window heat is the one. Yeah, it's on. It's slowly coming off. Yeah, actually I didn't even get that warning about an installer update. That's why I think there was something corrupt in the file. Alright, let's give
Quadrant, Roger, 050.
them a call.
Lightning 050, fly Italy for Echo.
Let's just do a quick ATIS check. See if he's updated it.
Over Miami radar op Transavia 125 inbound NEMQ at 180 for 100.
Transavia 125 for one radar contact, expect ILS Zulu approach runway 21 and number 3.
Number 3 for the ILS Zulu 2115.
Rovaniemi departure, Skyways 5556 with you, with information Quebec looking for clearance down to Innsbruck.
Hello Skyways 5556, you are cleared to Innsbruck via runway 21, all knob 3, Alpha departure, flight level 360, squawk 0403.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard.
Cleared via runway 21 on the Allnop 3 Alpha up to flight level 360 and 0403 for the swap.
And 54 minutes.
Clear, that's correct.
The cabin door is now closed.
Alright.
We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down.
37 Whiskey Alpha, radar contact.
3 is in the squawk. We are aligned, and we're just waiting on the refueling now. So we're cleared right to 36,000 feet.
Air 536, request taxi, runway 21.
Alright, so 36,000 feet is entered in. We have no speed restrictions on the departure.
We'll take holding point Echo, runway 21 via Tango. Air 536.
Correction, we have one speed restriction
Echo, thanks.
of 230 knots to Lalma, and then after that we're good as per normal.
Flight Ali 43 Echo, descent to 5,000 feet, QNH 1016.
We'll dial that in
1,000 feet, 1016.
when we get closer.
Transavia 127, descent to 5,000 feet, QNH 1016.
Descending 5,000 feet, QNH 1016.
Yeah, it was pretty windy down here as well.
Transavia 125, descent to flight level 70.
So we have our IFR clearances, IFRs, our IRSs are aligned. We reviewed the flight plan, EFS data is set. Takeoff briefing
Flight Ali 143 Echo, turn left heading 010.
Squawk
left heading 010, flight Ali 43 Echo.
So APU is on and running. MCDU weights we can do. Now we have everything
Approach, good afternoon, Eurowings
plugged in.
273,
So transition altitude is, let's see what he's saying,
Eurowings 9273, Rovaniemi radar, good day. You cleared to
6,000 feet.
Via runway 21, Renvi 3 Alpha departure, Yankee 86, flight level 360, squawk 5260.
It will be a Toga takeoff since it is snowing, it's contaminated. We're going to have the engine anti-ice on, so we don't have to worry about that. It will be flaps 1.
273, cleared to Sudan, runway 21, Renvi 3 Alpha departure.
So my trim setting, 24.4.
Eurowings 9273, flight level 360, straight. And flight level
on the trim.
Clear,
That will give us a 134,
27 Whiskey Alpha, contact heavy control 121.3,
139. And there's our speeds are
Transavia 125, turn left heading 360 to do traffic.
So we've got 2,000 kilograms to go, roughly. So our MCDU weights are set, V speeds are set, and we're just waiting on the final refueling. So how are you today, Land O'Lakes? Hope you're well. So I think we had highs of up to about 60 kilometers in the winds around here. Wouldn't be surprised if we didn't have trees down as well.
Flight Ali 43 Echo, turn left heading 360.
Left heading 360, flight Ali 43 Echo.
Flight Ali 43 Echo, descent to 2,500
Probably head
feet.
out for a walk later on to see if there's any damage in the area.
Transavia 127, descent to 3,500 feet.
Descending 3,500 feet from Javier 17.
Transavia 125, descent to 5,000 feet, QNH 1016.
QNH 1016 descending to 5,000 feet,
You see Santa Claus over there. This is the new airport available. It's not by Orbex, but you can get it on the Orbex store. It's a very nice looking airport. Custom. It's very nicely lit up. I could, but I'm not gonna. I'm not great with all that type of stuff, so I'll just do it manually. So we got 1,000 kilograms to go, and we will be all set. So we got about a 2-hour window here when there's a little bit of light to the south from the sun, but other than that, it's dark up here all the time.
36, line up runway 21.
Line up runway 21,
Flight Ali 43.
Have you done a VR flight yet, Land O'Lakes?
Left heading 29.
How is it?
Flight 536, wind 180 degrees, 9 knots, runway 21, clear for takeoff, left turn.
Runway 21, clear for takeoff,
So there's currently 14 departures and 10 arrivals up here. I guess Christmas time, everyone's doing the flights up to the Christmas village. Even had an Atlas Air, I think it was a 747 cargo come in here. Must be bringing stuff for the Santa's workshop. But been a pretty busy place. I know it was busy yesterday. They had the big event, VATSim event, to fly in yesterday. It would have been after we left if we'd had everything working. You can see right there Santa's office, Santa's official home airport.
Flight Ali 43 Echo, turn left heading 240.
Inside of the terminal, it's got all the Christmas lights in it.
Report when locals are established.
You can go inside. It's all decorated.
Transavia 127, continue descent to 2,500 feet.
All right, fueling is done. So
Proceed to 2,500.
we've got all our load sheets. We'll lock the doors.
Transavia 125, turn right heading 060.
06015.
Fuel pumps on. You can see the windows are defrosted now. Flick that back over to auto. So beacon light coming on, and we'll call for the tug.
Wings 9273, do we need prospect out of this end?
Alright, there's no tug available. So, it's going to do it
Eurowings 9273, push and start up
manually.
route. Push and start approved, Eurowings 9273.
So put the TCAS to on. Don't worry. At departure, Skyways 5556, ready for push and start.
Skyways 5556, push and start up route.
Push and start approved, Skyways 5556. Alright, so we're ready for push and start.
Airborne, passing 3,000.
So everything is set.
Flight 5,
So we're going to start
36, radar.
our push.
Establish localizer runway 21, 6 miles south. Flight Italy 4 clear.
APU bleeds are
Flight
on.
Ali 43 Echo, continue approach and maintain 180 until 4 DME.
And we'll start
180
engine 1.
Continue. Flight Italy 4 clear.
Transavia 125, descent to 2,500
We're not gonna
feet.
cut
and
anybody
turn right
off.
heading 110.
110 and descending to 2,500 feet.
Transavia 127, reduce to minimum speed and clear for ILS approach. Solo approach runway 21, report established.
Be nice if we got the big puff of smoke coming out of the back. Oh, really? Oh. As I said before, I've got too many screens going here with information that I gotta look at.
Reducing that to minimum approach. Transavia 127.
Thank you. 536, contact Helsinki Control 121.3 by.
You see the faint hint of light there off in the distance to the south. It's the only daylight they get right now.
Sofia 127 is established localizer runway 21.
Alright, good start on engine number 1, starting engine number 2.
Continue approach as number 2 and expect a late landing clearance.
Continue approach, expecting late landing clearance, traffic set.
Flight Ali 143 Echo, wind is now 200 degrees 6 knots, runway 21, clear land.
Clear land runway 21, flight Ali 43 Echo.
Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat
So the other thing is, being the Christmas flight, there's a new item added to the menu for today's flight, so feel free to take a look and see if you can find it.
Transavia 125, turn right heading 180, clear for ILS, Zulu approach runway 21, report when localizer established.
180 for the island.
That's pretty good.
Zulu approach, 1-5.
We'll come to a halt. Engine 2's coming up. And there we go, engine 2 is available. Good start on engine 2. As the APU bleed can come off, APU can come off, and our igniters go back to normal. So before taxi checklist, auto brakes will go to max, spoilers armed, flaps config 1, flight controls. Full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back, neutral, left rudder, right rudder, neutral. Oh, stop the pushback. Get rid of that. Trim 0.9
125,
up.
established localizer 21.
Transavia 125, continue approach.
There we go. Rudder trim is neutral.
Roger.
And
One vacated,
anti-ice
flight 343.
wing and engines will come
Transavia
on.
127, wind 180 degrees 6 knots, runway 21, clear land.
Steering pin is disconnected.
Runway 121, clear to land for Sofia 127.
And we are good for taxi.
Flight Ali 1, correction 43 Echo. Welcome to Rovaniemi, taxi to apron, stand
Hi, Nick.
5.
No, it's not Turkey, Christian. Not yet. Romania V departure Skyways 5556, ready for taxi.
Skyways 5556, taxi to holding point, Echo runway 21.
Taxi hold echo, runway 21, Skyways 5556. Nose lights coming on. Runway turn off lights coming on. Wing lights, why not? Alright, parking brake is off. Oh, you got them all memorized. Oh, that's good. That would be quite a thing to do. Alright, TO config is
Sofia 127 is
good.
vacated.
We'll kill the dome light. And we'll ding the cabin since it's not that long a taxi.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Transavia 127, welcome to Rovaniemi, taxi to apron, stand 2.
So we gotta wait
Taxi to
here.
apron and stand 2 for Sofia 127, thank you very much.
Transavia 125 for wind 180 degrees 7 knots, runway 21, clear to land.
Clear to land 21.
Transavia 127, taxi straight ahead via Sierra.
Straight ahead via Sierra for Sofia 127.
Just waiting here. A little bit of a traffic jam. But we are ready to go. we'll set that initial speed of 230 in.
Wingspan 273, ready taxi and able Delta.
Eurowings 273, taxi to holding point Delta, runway 21.
Taxiing Delta, runway 21, your wingspan 273.
Oh, yeah, I hate when that type of thing happens. You get all the way through and you realize you forgot to do. I do that with my VA tracker for flights. I'll be doing a longer flight and I'll be halfway through and I'll just happen to glance at it and realize I forgot to start it. Which means either forget about logging it with the VA, or if I have to, for some of the series we do, I have to go back in and redo the flight at another time before the next one in the series. It's a bit of a pain.
Flight 343, close 5 closing, thank you very much, happy Christmas, bye bye.
Thank you, bye.
Alright, that's just a message from the guy in front of me. There was a little bit of confusion with the controller and he ended up pushing back in front of me after I had my taxi clearance, but that's fine. A sound card. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's nice. You just wished me a good flight. All right, stop sending me messages now.
125, I get it at Bravo, requesting stand 3.
It's a Eurowings.
Transfer 125, welcome to Rovaniemi, taxi to apron stand at 3.
Flight. Okay.
Taxiing
Steering
stand 3,
works.
15.
Eurowings 9273 via Delta line up runway 21.
Honeycomb runway 21, your wingspan 273.
So was that like a preset distance that you had for the
Eurowings
turn?
9273, wind 200 degrees, 8 knots runway 21, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 21, run, your wingspan 273.
He's going to Delta. We're going down to Echo. Alright, so cabin crew has been notified. Exterior lights will all come on. Anti-ice is on, PACs are on, TCAS is on. The radar PWS are on. And takeoff memo, no blue.
Skyways 5556, line up and wait runway 21.
Line up and wait, runway 21, Skyways 5556. So Eurowings is going to go ahead of us. There's nobody obviously coming in at the moment. Go. Park and brake on. 230 knots set. Now we'll set to 360 is what we're cleared up to. The next frequency we're going to want is Helsinki.
Eurowings 9273, squawk mode, Charlie.
121-300.
But that's squawking Charlie now, you
121-300 is
report
set.
altitude. Eurowings 9273, radar contact, and please confirm passing 3300. Passing 3300, Eurowings 9273. Eurowings 9273, thank you. Contact Helsinki Control 121.3, goodbye. Helsinki 121.3, Eurowings 9273.
We did have Euro Control North online a little while ago.
Skyway 5556, wind 190 degrees, 8 knots, runway 21, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Skyways 5556. Alright, so clock is running, brakes are off, engine's coming up. We're stable, brakes released. Mantoga SRS and runway enabled. See the contaminated runway we're dealing with, 100 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Speed brake disarmed. Thrust levers to climb. Autopilot on. There's the town. Slowly accelerating.
Skyways 5556, report altitude passing.
Passing 3,100. Skyways 5556. Flaps up.
Skyways 5556, radar contact Helsinki Control 121.3, have a great flight, bye.
121.3, have a good day, goodbye. Helsinki Control, Skyways 5556 with you, 4,000, 3 miles from Lauma.
Skyways 5556, Helsinki Hello, radar contact.
Alright. So we're cleared through transition, so we'll just go over to standard pressure. We're holding at 2:30 until Lauma. Hello, Wayne. How are you doing? Alright. We're through Lauma. Click back over to our regular speed. You can see the inbound aircraft coming in now. We're going to be heading down towards the sunlight. Kill the...
Skyways 5556, turn left heading 170 plus space.
Left 170, Skyways 5556.
Cargo Lux 970, Helsinki.
With you, Cargo 970.
Yes, Cargo 970. Turn left heading 330 for spacing. I tried to call you about 2 minutes earlier, but you didn't respond, and now we are in a situation here, so please pay attention to the frequency.
Join left to 340 is good, understood.
Turn left 330.
330,
A
Cargo
little bit of conflict resolution there.
Gentlemen, we have now...
Yoke 970, descent 2,500 feet, QNH 1016.
This is also a reminder...
2,500, Cargo 970.
Flight do not form a line near the left one. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to
That's the
connect
guy
to
we're
the
avoiding.
Wi-Fi, you directed your food to a small fee for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight communications to our partners.
Probably going to give us a
Connected
direct
Wi-Fi,
to
you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and communications library.
in a second. Head back on course. So we're through 10,000 feet. Kill the lights. Strobe beacon. That was on. It's good. Everyone can get up, move around. And we can kill the engine anti-ice.
Cargo 970, turn right 030.
Right 030, Cargo 970.
Skywest 5556, resume our navigation direct Sontu, X-ray Oscar, November Tango Uniform.
Direct onto Skyways 5556. There we go. Wayne, you'll be happy to know that mulled wine is now on the menu.
Oscar Uniform Sierra, taxi Alf, report ready for departure.
Taxi Uniform Alpha, we'll be ready
So
for
you
immediate.
can enjoy it in flight here.
Oscar Uniform Sierra, via Alpha, line up runway 12.
Via Alpha, line up 12, Oscar Uniform Sierra.
So what's happening down at Innsbruck? 10 departures, 9 arrivals.
Cartens, 25 Sierra via way, keep guidance to approach runway 21. Report localize established.
Clear for the ILS, runway 21 and report when established, Brassens 25 Sierra.
Next to 117. Descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1016.
Sow women? I think you missed a letter there. Unless that was intentional. Beautiful sun on the horizon. Well, he's not Danish.
Freeman Airlines 3 Hotel Oscar, no further weight is Unicorn 122.8.
Well, I say that. He could be Danish.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Or Dutch. Can't remember which accent that was. I think it was the Dutch accent. No, no schnapps, Christian. Not yet. Oh.
Next to 117, descent 2,500 feet. Descend 3. Oscar Uniform Sierra, wind 16 degrees 5 knots.
Try it again, Brian. I just kicked Cloudbot in the butt.
12, clear to take off right there, Oscar Uniform Sierra.
Oh, there we go. Nightbot, or Cloudbot's awake.
Dinner 536, request 5 minutes break.
Dinner 536 approved. Report back.
We'll report when back. Dinner 536, thank you.
Ah, Wayne. Never change.
Skyway 5556, no further wait, you see Unicorn 1 to do the simulate, bye-bye.
122.8 for Skyways 5556. Have a good day, goodbye. So he only controls up to 24.5, and I'm going past that. So, and Euro Control North is not online. So over to Unicom we go. $24,000. We're going up to 36 for our cruise. Now they do have this thing over here with their local control centers only going up to 24.5, and the Euro Control like doing that top layer. So we'll see if they call us.
Bodog.net wants to show you how to make a play in the casino. When there's nobody around to blow on your dice, you're already at Shooter's Gotta Shoot. When the dealer's on a soft 17,
so we're just about to cross over to the Swedish border, and then we're going to fly down the coast, but not going to see much of it with the clouds.
Says you can, you're already at Treat Yourself. Don't miss a chance to make a play at Bodog.net, your source of free casino games, poker strategy, and live sports odds.
Eggnog is good. We had a thing in the military, although Wayne will probably know this one too, called moose milk, which we'd make around Christmas time, and well, more for New Year's, for the New Year's levies. It's kind of eggnoggish, but a lot of alcohol in it. But definitely Christmas time only. Wayne, thank you very much. It's almost Christmas. Perhaps you can afford to accessorize with a missile system to stop nipping in front during finals. Ah, lovely. Although I don't think Nick's got a habit of doing that. I think he's been cut off more times than not. I didn't do anything, Wayne. I think you just learned how to work it. But I appreciate that you find it gooder now. All right. So we're over 30,000 feet. We're out of the control zones, unless Sweden pops online. We'll see what happens. Not sure we can see the... Oh, we got the moon there. It's lovely on the wing. Alright, so we'll do that. I'll throw up a little bit of in-flight entertainment. I'm going to go put the kettle on. Go from there. So I'll be in the chat. Talk to you in a bit.
Give me the bottle.
Pistols at 10 paces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Let me die. Let me die.
I should have known he was as good as dead when they wheeled him in.
You did everything possible, everything you could, Dr. Correa.
Everything. Everything except save my patient.
Everything in the books. Now, Dad, do I have permission to take over and try things my way?
The operating room is no place to experiment.
He's dead. I can't do any harm.
Very well. Corpse is yours. Do what you want to do.
All right. Make an opening into the chest cavity. Apply 100 milliamps of current directly to the heart, then massage by hand. I'll handle the brain area.
By yourself?
By myself.
Close up the chest. And the light finish with the cerebral area. How's his pulse?
Strong and steady.
Amazing. Even an extraordinary operation, son. It still is too risky, too uncontrolled.
Saved his life.
The after effects? What about them?
You've lost the urge to experiment, to explore.
You don't explore on people. Before you put a scalpel to one, an operation like this needs testing under every condition. Over and over again. Rabbits, mice, monkeys, not people.
That man who should be dead now won't think so. There's more to surgery than just being a carpenter to patch up walls, or a plumber to drain pipes. Our bodies are capable of adjusting in ways we've hardly dreamt of. We can only find the key. I'm so close now, so very close.
Key to what?
Complete transplantations. To be able to transplant limbs and organs. To be able to replace diseased and damaged parts of the body as easily as we replace eye corneas now. So that the new parts will join together as though they were born there.
It can't be done.
It can be done. My new special compound I've created, I'll do it. I know I can do it.
Sure, that's what you say.
That's what I know. I know I'm close.
Darling, I'm so proud of you. I could kiss you.
Promises, huh? Always promises.
Careful, your father's liable to report us.
Stop the floor show? When you two are married, it won't be fun to watch anymore.
Well, I can promise you one thing. Your grandchildren won't be test tube babies.
You better hurry if you want to catch that plane to Denver, Dad. You know that medical convention can't start without you.
Jan, you'd better check about my reservations.
Oh, yes, I'll call the airport. I'll be right back.
Bill, the line between scientific genius and obsessive fanaticism is a thin one. Now, I want you on the right side of it.
If I don't experiment, how can I hope to perform operations like the one you almost messed up?
But I can't cover up for you anymore. The superintendent had it out with me. He thinks it's you who's been stealing those limbs from the amputee operations.
So what if it is? I've got to have limbs for my transplant experiments. Well, you said test and experiment. Test and experiment.
Yes, but limbs and organs taken from people.
I've got to have them to work with. Sure, I've made a few mistakes, but I've learned from them. I've learned.
Your reservations are all set. 3:30 takeoff.
Well, what have you two planned for the weekend?
Oh, nothing much. A quiet weekend.
You sure you're not going up to the country house? You're always sneaking off up there. The place gives me the creeps. I should have sold it when your mother died.
You can't sell that place. Well, I mean, it's nice to get away from the city. I can work without anyone snooping around.
You spend too much time up there. All right, I'll see you both in a few days. Have to clean up and get out of here. Fine operation or not, Bill. You're walking on thin ice. Don't go too far.
Every time you touch me, I go out of my mind. I want to kiss you. Bill, I want to get married. I can't stand not having you.
You've been wonderful.
I'd rather be a bride.
In a few more weeks, nothing will keep us apart. We'll be together.
Dr. Cordner. I'm so glad you're here. I was afraid you'd gotten away. There was a very important phone message that came to you. It sounded quite urgent. I've been looking everywhere. It was from a man called Kurt. He called from the country place, and he said something terrible had happened. He wanted you to come right out.
Thank you. Well, you've always wanted to know what's kept me away from you so many weekends. Have you got the keys to your car?
haven't you ever taken me up here before?
Because the things I'm working on don't need an audience.
That telephone call. What about it?
All right. Hold off the questions.
Why the mystery, Bill? What's it all about?
We'll be there soon enough. You'll see. I've got to hurry. got to save her. Got to save her.
What is it? What have you got there?
Kurt, please. Sterilize the tubes and instruments quickly.
What are you going to do? Aren't you going to have a look in the closet first?
No, I can't now. This is more important.
But you don't understand.
Kurt, this surgeon. Do as I tell you before it's too late. I can't waste precious time arguing with you. Is right. It's the work of Sun Eds.
I'm under fire. Burning. Let me die.
I've had success with transplants. Now I can do it for her.
Transplant her to what?
I brought her back. She'll live and I'll get her another body. I can make her complete again.
Only a madman can believe that she could ever be like before.
Don't argue with me. I love her too much to let her stay like this. I'll restore her as before. You'll see.
Can't you realize? Can't you see? There's a pattern to all that lives. An order, an arrangement. She had a heart, and a brain, and her spirit was in both, not in one or the other.
No. I'll give her a brain and a heart.
Yes, and what of her soul? Say you love her. You can remember her love for you. Then how can you make of her an experiment of horror?
All the skill and science I possess was meant for this. Life has a pattern. The whole pattern of my life is shaping itself to save her now.
Then you intend to go through with it?
Yes. Sleep, my darling. Rest and grow stronger.
keep her alive under these conditions?
48. 50 hours at the most.
Yes. And you really believe you can work a transplant on her? Successfully?
Yes.
Like my arm. Withered and deformed.
Yours was an early experiment that failed. With her, I'm using my new adreno serum. Must work. I've got to go now. If the police or anyone call, tell them you don't know anything about it. I don't think anyone will trace us here because her body was burned in the wreckage.
Yes, of course, of course. Look, Bill, before you go, do have a look in that closet. It's the reason why I called you up here. Keep it locked. Last night it got so violent it almost broke out.
No.
Oh, not through that thickness. Keep it closed. I've got to think about her now.
Got to find her a body.
How are you going to go about getting one? Bill, how will you do it?
There are ways. There are ways.
standard. But, the arrangement is pretty special.
You know, tourists just looking at the sights. What are you doing here, Lummy?
I get my allowance once a week.
Okay, if you're so loaded, you paying for the drinks.
I already did. Are you hustling for the house?
I hustle for myself. I'm the leading lady around here. I can sit with a squares out front, or I can relax back here with my friends.
I'll bet you don't have an enemy in the world.
inside the closet. What has he done to you? I know there's someone there. Knock once if you hear me. And I'm not the first. Knock twice if I'm not the first. He should have let me die. I hate him for what he's done to me. If he only knew what it's like being like this. Know what it's like. Together we could have revenge. You want revenge? Brain's still untouched. And his keeping me alive has given me a power he didn't count on. Power that you can feel across this room and through that door. Can't you? Together we're both more than things. We're a power as hideous as our deformities. Together we'll wreak our revenge. I shall create power, and you will enforce it. You're the thing inside. You're the thing out here. What's locked behind that door?
Horror. No normal mind can imagine. Something even more terrible than you.
No, my deformed friend. Like all quantities, horror has its ultimate. And I'm that.
There is a horror beyond yours. And it's in there. Locked behind that door. Paths of experimentation twist and turn through mountains of miscalculation and often lose themselves in error and darkness. Behind that door is the sum total of Dr. Corton's mistakes.
He had no right to bring me back to this.
Perhaps not. Who knows? But you should know that before he injected the serum into that, it was but a mass of grafted tissues, lifeless. Just lay there, weighted down with its transplants of broken limbs and amputated arms. But with this serum, it began to breathe.
It's impossible.
Would you have thought possible what he's already done? Take yourself. He's brought you back. You live. And only a few years ago, all transplants were impossible.
That's what he's been doing up here where no one could see his work.
Yes. Experimenting with transplants on that. And on me. Letting him tear away my flesh time after time. Test after test. My hopes shattering with each grafted arm he fastened to me. Watching it wither and warp. Instead of strengthening. You see, he's learned from his mistakes.
And you stayed with him, helping him in his grotesque work that he claims is for science.
Was there a place for me on the outside with this? A world where eyes would look upon me with pity, and people would turn away from me in disgust. No. The alcoholic has his bottle. The dope addict his needle. I had my research. I used to be a surgeon. It was my life. And one night in the laboratory there was an accident. They had to amputate my arm.
And he has used you to...
I had no choice. He was my only hope. A surgeon needs both his arms, not just one. You see, my transplanted grotesqueness stayed. So did I. I live only for the day he can work a successful transplant to my body. That is why I stay.
Transplant my head onto another body.
Yes. And he's insane with the belief he can do it.
But the tissues of my body would reject the tissues of another. Reject it as the foreign substance it is. The transplant would never take it, would never stay in place. My blood's antibodies would attack it as they attack any invading matter.
Yes, but his new discovery, this new serum, may change all that. This serum injected into the bloodstream affects the lymphoid tissues. Here in the neck. The lymphoids that provide the antibodies for the blood that detect foreign transplanted matter. It was untested, untried, till we used it on you.
So, that liquid in the blood that's being pumped through what's left of me is what makes me feel the... He may produce results he didn't ask for.
Results? You mean like this?
Results more terrible incomparable than your arm of relative beauty. Results of power, of magnitude.
Power? What power? Can't you see that you're at the mercy of every element of the universe? How can you speak of power?
I am power. This liquid that he's pumped into me, my brain burns with it. That thing inside an iron touch. Want me to prove it?
You can prove nothing. You're powerless.
Show you how powerless I am. You. Behind that door. Let me know if you hear me. Whoever, whatever you are, I command you. You understand me. I'm only a head, and you're whatever you are. Together we're strong, more powerful than any of them.
What are you running from? What's wrong with you? It's you. Something wrong, something beyond control in that room. There's nothing beyond my control. She's alive, and I'll keep her alive until I find her a body. I can't talk anymore. I'm tired. I've got to go to sleep. And you didn't find her a body? Well, I've got to be careful. I can't afford to be identified as the last person seen with a girl before she disappears. Do you think you'd get one? There are many things left for tomorrow.
About to call a cop the way you were looking me over. How have you been, Bill?
Oh, just fine, Donna. I haven't seen you for quite a while.
Too long. I'm still waiting for that call you once promised me.
You know how it is with interns. All work.
All work and no play even makes for dull doctors. You're gonna lose that bedside manner of yours. Say, how'd that little side course in anatomy?
Yours? Anytime.
No, not mine. A body beautiful contest. You know, bathing suit models. Plenty of females on the hoof. Your eyes will have a field day. Interested?
Well, why not? You're just what the doctor ordered. Come on, jump in. On second thought, I just remembered I've got to stop by my place and take care of a few things. It'll only take a minute. You don't mind, do you?
I always follow the doctor's orders. Anything you prescribe, I'll take.
That's what I like about you, Donna. Always so obliging.
Hey, Donna, where are you going? What's the hurry? Hi, Jeannie. We're going to look for some bodies. You mean the contest? Yeah. Got any room for me? Oh, sure. Plenty. Bill, this is Jeannie Reynolds. Jeannie, this is Dr.
Hi.
Bill Cortland. Hello. Hop in, but first we got to stop off at his place. Sure.
Well, as a matter of fact, that can wait.
Now that there's two of you, we'll have to wait.
Guess he thinks there's safety in numbers.
Well, this time there is.
You promised not to hurt you.
And I promise not to hurt you.
Bill, this is it.
Yeah, looks fine.
Well, it looks like we're about ready to go. Backstage are 5 of the girls who have reached the contest finals, and we are here to choose Miss Body Beautiful. Now, we've eliminated everyone except the 5 finalists, and they will be judged solely by your applause. So let's bring them on. First, Helen Appleton. Betty Brompton. Terry Lund. Peggy Howard.
She has the second nicest body I've ever seen.
Got a second to you?
No, another girl, a figure model. You remember that one in school years ago? The one who had the accident.
Oh, yeah. Doris,
Doris Powell.
Yeah, she's still around?
Few people see her nowadays. She just stays in her studio posing for art classes and camera bugs.
Figure model. Poses for art classes. The nicest body she's ever seen. The nicest body. Maybe this is the one. She's got to be. I can keep Jan alive only for a few more hours. I've got to find her body.
He intends to kill somebody. To rob them of their body. Do you hear me? Yes, you hear me. You know how Bill's egotism drives him on and on. To infamy upon infamy. Good ever be born of evil. Yet he claims his work is for science, for humanity. To be joined to flesh not your own. What's human in this? Of how you must exist, locked behind that door. We've got to stop him.
Okay, boys, I've had it for tonight.
Come on, baby, one more. Just one more, please. Another 5 minutes, baby.
Time's just about up anyway.
Okay. Say, Doris, would you like to have a drink with me? Just you and me, away from everybody? Someplace where nobody will butt in, where you and I can really be alone.
No, thank you.
How about posing for me? Private like. I'll pay you real money, real good money. Kind of money they don't throw at you every day, and for doing hardly nothing at all.
I do my posing for classes only, Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 to 10.
Oh, but we can...
Good night. See it all, mister. The show's over. Next time, bring a camera and buy a ticket. I'm not running a charity.
You don't remember me, do you, Doris?
Every guy on the make gives me that same tired line.
I'm Bill Courtner.
Bill Courtner. Long time ago, that fight. You almost tore that wise guy apart for making fun of me. After my accident.
Look, can't we go somewhere and talk?
No, I don't date men. Because I pose like I do. Your mind works overtime. You get ideas. You're all alike.
No, not all of us. I'm not on the make for you.
Okay, so maybe you're better than most. Maybe not. I still hate all men. I hate them, what one did to me once. Have you forgotten? Well, have you?
No, I haven't forgotten.
Well, neither have I. I carry the memory around with me.
But you can't hide yourself away here forever, posing bare in front of a bunch of neurotics.
Listen, Galahad. I trusted a man once, all the way. What did it get me? He gets his head full of jealous lies, and I get...
You've got to forget what happened.
How can I forget? I carry the memory around with me. Am I so appealing to you now? Still so interested? Doesn't it make you sick? You don't even turn away from me, like everyone else does.
To me, you're not ugly. I see only beauty in you. You have a lovely body and a face that can be made beautiful again also.
Yeah. I've heard that song before.
I'm a doctor, I know. My father's one of the leading plastic surgeons. If anyone can help you, we can. I know I can.
I've been to doctors. It's no use. The scar tissue's too deep. No one can help me.
That was a few years ago. Today, nothing's hopeless. We can graft scar and skin tissue. We can even freeze areas of the skin and sand away damaged skin tissues.
The way you say that look in your eyes, I almost want to believe you. I almost want to believe you.
Well, then start believing, hmm?
Even if your father could help me, I couldn't pay him the kind of money it would take.
Don't talk about money. He does a lot of work without any charge.
Why should you want to do this for me? What's in it for you?
I'm gonna make your face beautiful again. Cut it off and give your body away.
sorry. Bill, I have been knocked around so many times. I've lost count. It's tough living with this. I don't mean to sound ungrateful.
Well, because you've been battered around, don't go sour. You shouldn't lose your trust in people. Not all of us.
I believe you. I want to. Do you really think something can be done?
Only my father knows. Look, we have a country place just out of town. He's visiting for the weekend. I could take you there now for a consultation.
You mean tonight?
Well, if you'd rather wait till he comes back, if he comes back.
I mean, he wouldn't be annoyed being bothered with me so late at night.
Well, you let me do the worrying, hmm?
I'll do anything that'll help me get rid of this face.
Well, that's where I come in. Remember the last time I helped you? Where are you going? Who are you calling?
My girlfriend. I want to tell her the news.
Before you know what the verdict's going to be?
You're right. I shouldn't talk until I know what's going to happen. My girlfriend, she's supposed to drop in later. I'll have to leave her a note or something.
Well, just tell her you'll see you later. Otherwise, she'll ask a lot of nosy questions. We want to be sure first. Just throw something on, huh?
I'll be with you in a minute.
Just tell her you'll keep in touch. I'll leave it on the table. She'll see it.
Had to go out with old friend Bill Courtner. We'll call you tomorrow. Doris. Here.
I'll leave it on the lamp. She'll see it, won't she?
That's the first place she'll look. I'll leave the lights on for her. I have waited so long for this.
So have I.
Again. Hit it again. Got to see your hideousness. You've got to see mine. Wonder which of us is more awful. Nothing you can be is more terrible than what I am. A head without a body. A head that should be in its grave. I hate him. I hate him for what he's done to me. Can your horror match mine? Quiet. Someone's coming.
I have come to feed your friend. While you feed yourself with hate, it prefers food.
Your former sniveling fear becomes you more.
What makes you think I'm afraid of what's in there? Or of you? A mere head in search of a body.
People fear what they don't understand and what they can't see.
What are you talking about? You're nothing but a freak of life. And a freak of death. Why should I be afraid of a few knocks on a door?
But last night you ran. You were afraid of what you imagined lay behind that door.
I? Imagined? It was I who helped graft together the bits and pieces that were stolen from the hospital. An amputated arm, a leg, a torso. It was I who helped piece them together like a monstrous jigsaw puzzle.
And that same medicine that he fed to me to activate my lymphoid tissues. Has he fed it to that?
No. No, on that he used an earlier formula. It wasn't as successful as the serum he's using on you, but it was enough to allow the transplants to take. If your experiment is successful, then it'll be my turn.
And what else has happened to it?
Mean what else? Well, it's mutated some, of course. It's changed considerably.
Why don't you open the door? And we'll both see how it's changed.
Listen, I warn you. You better stop pestering me, do you hear? I'm getting fed up with you and your insidious talk. He should have cut out your tongue while he was at it.
Afraid?
Afraid of whom? Of you? No, not anymore.
But of it?
Nor of it. Keeps it locked in there so that it'll be safe, that's all.
Safe? From me?
You beast. I hope he prolongs your existence into a lifetime of agony. Then we'll see who's laughing at whom. You miserable fool!
Get him!
You and your father live here?
Only on weekends when we want to get away from the city.
This place certainly is lonely.
Well, the further from prying eyes, the better. I mean, it's nice and quiet here. We can get away from the noise and telephones.
Oh, I guess it is.
Well, sit down, sit down. I'll fix us a drink, huh? My father should be back soon.
You mean he's not here now?
Oh, come on now, Doris. Do I look like a maniac who goes around killing girls? Now, you've got to learn to trust people. Oh, people like me, really.
I'm sorry. I trust you. I trust you with my life.
Well, I can't ask for any more than that. I'll be right back.
Beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
Forgotten you? Why, Doris, you've become very important to me. Very important. I put a little water in it so it wouldn't be too strong for you.
Fine. I'm not a very heavy drinker.
Neither am I. Well, here's to your future, whatever it may be.
I'll drink to that. Getting awfully warm in here. I feel kind of funny. something in my drink. Didn't you?
I told you I'd bring you a body. A beautiful one. Soon it will be yours.
Bill, you can't.
Yes, I can. I want you as a complete woman, not part of one. Is it a crime to want to keep you alive? Is it a crime for science to jump ahead by years? This kind of thing must be done. When it's over, you'll see. I've got to hurry now. The drug will wear off soon. She'll be awake. When she does come to, it will be your head consciously awakening for her.
You must be stopped. You must.
And who's going to do it? I've got to be quiet here.
Can't stop me.
Very well.
you a good trimming. Yeah, and I'll bet he ain't kidding either. The pip-pip with a drip-flip. The rinky-dink with a stinky kink. A victory haircut. What can I lose with a victory? Come on! How about a little service? Back soon. That's what he thinks. Oh well, maybe I can cut my own hair. I cut my own teeth. Now let's see. Where do I begin? Looks like Harmonica Lake. Well, what do you know? Sitting bull. What do you have, chum?
You want quick shampoo?
Okay, turkey head.
Chief the bird, me give you scalp treatment.
Oh no, Chiefy, me give you scalp treatment.
To give me the whole works figure out.
Okie dokie.
Remove the hat. Dope.
Current traffic, Amalia 1982555.
A realtor knows you aren't just looking for a place with privacy. You're looking for a kitchen where you can crank those guilty pleasures. With knowledge, dedication, and expertise, a realtor won't just help you buy a house, they'll help you find a home.
Moments, our lovely flight attendants will be starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note we only accept credit cards.
Ready traffic, Lufthansa 6 Echo Whiskey, established island, bye-bye. Ready traffic, Lufthansa 6 Echo Whiskey, 6 miles final island, bye-bye.
We all love to share a turkey with loved ones, catch up with friends over creamed corn, maybe even a butter tart. But if you get a little carried away, new Pepto-Bismol liquid caps offer fast, soothing relief for upset stomach, all in a handy on-the-go pack. So you can enjoy your day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. Get effective relief with Pepto-Bismol liquid caps. To ensure this product is right for you, always read and follow the label. Keep out of the reach of children.
Alright, well, welcome back to the cockpit. Yeah, it was pretty nice. Had the Christmas music in the background, or winter music anyway. So, we are over northeastern Germany. We're just about to do a little short cross over Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic, and then back into Germany as we head down towards Austria. So if we take a look at where we are, we're currently just north of Dresden. We're going to fly over western Czech Republic, here at Pilsen and Carlsbad, and then back into southern Germany, south of Munich, and into Austria. So our approach today, we're doing the Tulsi 3 Alpha. I've been watching some of the traffic down there. They're using runway 26 as well. So we're going to be coming in here at Tulsi, and we're going to fly down to the Rattenberg VOR. So we have to be at the Rattenberg VOR at 9,500 feet, so that's going to be our target altitude. So from there, we're going, that's the end of the approach, it's just a short distance. We're then doing the RNP Zulu for runway 26. So you can see here the course that's laid out, which is in the MCDU, but the altitudes aren't, and the vertical navigation won't be. So from RTT down to WI001, we're going to keep 9,500, and then we're going to head downwards at a 3.5 degree downslope, which we'll set in using the track FPA setting. And we're going to follow that all the way down, and we should be able to make the turn here at Whiskey India 103, and then come in for the landing. Once we're on the ground, we're gonna come down, probably down to Alpha, and then we'll get off at Alpha and taxi back to the gate. Pretty straightforward as it stands at the moment. So the current weather, it's not bad. Winds are 1 knot, just kind of variable. I'll throw the current METAR into the chat. There we go. So as you can see, winds are variable at 1 knot. Few clouds at 7,000, broken at 8,000. So we're gonna have some cloud layer. Temperature 0 degrees, QNH 1028, and no significant changes in the forecast. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over, we'll go into our calculator. From our current altitude, we want 9,500 feet, so that's going to require 83 miles. We'll use 85. So we'll come down here to our flight plan. We'll pick up a fix. We're going to RTT, which is that VOR. There we go. And again, 83, so we want an 85 mile radius out from there. And there you go. Let's put it up on our screen already. We can see we have the point where we're going to begin our descent. So that's looking good. So that's out over southern Germany. We can also enter in our information because I don't think it's going to change much. We'll go to our performance and we can enter in our arrival information. Oops, wrong one. There we go. So QNH is 1028. Temperature is 0 degrees. Winds, we'll use our heading plus 01 just so it's registering the direction. Transition altitude, according to the chart, says it's set by ATC. We're going to use 11,000 just so that we're on proper pressure when we get down to the area. Now, our minimums, due to airport elevation being 1,907 feet, our minimums are going to be 2,500 on the barrel. Looks like we just had a bit of a weather shift. So we're heading down to pick up the altitude. Turn that off. There we go. Coming back. Capture. So we're just about 115 miles to go. And we'll start our descent. So the MTDU performance page is all set up. See it all there. TCAS, set that below. It's not working anyway. Approach briefing is complete. Nav aids. We are going to tune in the RTT beacon. And it is just a beacon. Sorry, it's not a VOR. It's a beacon. So it is 303. So we're going to put that on ADF2. Turn that on. And for the airport itself, looking at the chart, we have the localizer DME of 111.1. We'll put that over into VOR1. Turn that over to VOR. Alright, so that is now set up. Anti-ice, we'll judge it when we get down there. We may have to do it. Put on the constraints, though I don't know exactly what we're going to need. And seat belts and barrel will be set when we get a bit lower. So we are looking good as we work our way down towards our descent point. Currently 48 minutes until our arrival into Innsbruck. We'll see how that goes. Got a feeling we'll be a little bit early. Looking at current traffic at Innsbruck, there's 4 departures, 15 arrivals. ATC is not online currently. A couple aircraft flying in. Shouldn't be too bad. Bunch of text traffic right now. That's the squawking we're hearing. There's that weather injection again. We're over Czech Republic at the moment. Slowly making our way back up to 36,000 feet. You really got to work out a way to smooth the sector changes in the weather. So I hope you've all been enjoying the flight. Tomorrow we are looking at doing the next of the European capitals. And that will be Rome up to, I think it's Bern in Switzerland. Still not seeing any traffic for Innsbruck on the chat, which is fine. So we're about 30 miles away from crossing back into Germany. $60 miles from the start of our descent. The weather's still not too bad. You can still see the ground. Tunes on for a little bit longer. So we're following a SAS, who's who's in front of us. He's going into Munich. Checking for those aircraft going into Austria. Or to Innsbruck. A few in the area. It's been other than those sim-related weather shifts, it's been a nice flight. Some beautiful views, like a perpetual sunset out the window. $40 miles to go. Those seats are backwards in the window. Interesting. It's kind of like the same model they use for the other side. It's just reversed on this side. Crossing back over into Germany. He's departing on 08. Oh no, he's inbound. Or no. Yeah, where did the guy go? Anyway, we're still going to use runway 26. As I said, the weather is pretty much no wind, so our choice. And 26 has the easier approach considering we don't have a working VNAV. $20 miles to go. And we'll hold about 280 on the descent. Once the speed builds up to that. Well, to be honest, probably just use the manage mode. I think I'm gonna do. See how that works. Just after stop, we're gonna begin our descent down. Should get us down to 9,500 by that RTT, which is the next restriction in there. But nah, we'll do it manually. So, 9,500. And there we go. Then we go. I don't know why that's saying go up. And it said we'll once we get to 280, we'll lock the speed in there. Another Skyways flight going in. We'll be following him in. He seems to be going for the same approach. Speed starting to creep up. Beautiful half moon today. Innsbruck area traffic, Skyways 5556, leaving flight level 360 for the Tulsa 3 Alpha arrival, runway 26, Innsbruck.
Enjoy the next 30 seconds of holiday inspiration brought to you by Loblaws, Sears, and your independent grocer. Gather your favorite people. Put on some sweet sounds. Try some of the world's best eggnog ice cream from President's Choice. Snack on some $12.99 President's Choice Club Pack nuts. Make sure you get all the right ingredients to nail that mashed potato recipe just well enough to please your very picky Nana, but not so good that it makes you feel insecure that it's actually more fire than hers. What was that? Nothing, Nana. And lastly, find everything you need at Loblaws,
text
and your
coming. I think he missed an H.
Says
he has a trust failure. I think he meant thrust failure.
Unix traffic, Scandinavian 2657, established status 26 right.
That's that Scandinavian going into Munich. Yeah, definitely looks like we'll be following the other Skyways in. Alright, so we're 280, so lock the speed in for 280. engine to roll back, so we can do that. See, we're 60 miles out, 20,000 feet to go. Start getting the cabin ready. Cleared below transition level that I set, so we will turn on our true pressure setting, which is 2.8. There we go. Else in the area heading in. Well, they're behind us, so they'll be following us in. Alright, from RTT to Whiskey India 002 is 5.7 miles. We're gonna slow down to flaps 2 and gear down by that point. Just so we've got some good speed control. 3.5 pitch angle on the approach is a little steep, so we want to be able to maintain speed and speed control. We're just east of Munich, so over there. $25,000 feet. So 15 to go. Oh, it's not flashing anymore. They fixed that. Okay, so there's the ADF to RTT. See, it's pointing right at it. To increase our descent rate a little bit. It's going to necessitate a little bit of spoiler just to hold the speed back. So it looks like another Skyways flight's coming into Tulsi now, so plenty of spacing. Still on 40 miles, so we'll go to 20. And it's right, this is where we wish we had terrain radar. Not sure who that is. Sounds like somebody's taxiing. A little bit steeper now. $10,000 to go. Pull the speed back to 270. No, we're nicely sequenced. I got another Skyways in front of me, and I got a couple more coming in behind, so hopefully it should be good, Nick. Alright, so turn the radio off. Coming into Tulsi, so they're 1,700 feet, so signs are all on, everything is good. Not picking up the localizer DME yet, but we do have the ADF pointing towards the NDB. $6,500 to go. See the hills and the mountains and the valleys. Innsbruck area traffic, Skyways 5556, flight level 150, entering the Tulsi 2 Alpha arrival for runway 26 Innsbruck. Speed right down to 240.
Austria. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any track one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
We'll lessen our descent angle, and we can also start slowing down. We got full speed brakes out, so that should help. There's the other aircraft over there. I'm going to get lights on now. So I don't forget. And everything else is set up there. Increase that angle a little bit, help us slow it down. $1,000 to go. RTT's coming up. Down to 10 miles. Here's the turn towards WI 002. $9,500 coming up. Speed's coming back. Speed brakes coming in. Spoilers are armed. Track FPA mode is active. We're on alt mode, so that's going to come down to 2,000 feet. .5 degrees when we hit the next point. I said I want to be Fleet out. So we come down here, we activate approach phase, confirmed. Start slowing down. It's 230. Flaps 1. And down we go. 3.5. Flaps 2. Yeah, I know. Gear down.
Input traffic, that way 2902 on final for runway 26.
Alright, that's the other skyways. There's the mountains on either side. Flap 3. We hit the decel point there. I'm going to go flaps full. Hey, is it Bronze Man over on Twitch? Thanks for the follow. In and out of the clouds, coming up to Innsbruck here.
Innsbruck traffic, 812 Kilo, parking 3, starting engines, Innsbruck traffic.
Alright, there we go. There's the decel point. Flaps full. I can see the other aircraft ahead of me. See the runway down there as well. Alright. So, flaps are set, spoilers are armed, gear down 3 green, lights are on, cabin has been notified. And we'll go with auto brakes low, so runway length 6,000. We'll go with auto brakes medium. Alright, we're through the clouds. It did say they were above us. And there we are in the valley. Airport's in sight. The other aircraft just landed. We got the other traffic coming in a little bit behind us, so there's no worry about us going slowly.
Innsbruck traffic, Skyway 2902, clear runway 26.
We'll let him have time to get off, which he has. Innsbruck traffic, Skyways 5556, established on the RNP approach, runway 26, 9.5 miles out Innsbruck. Looking very nice. Doesn't give me an altitude we'll be at when we make that turn.
Just call it confirm your runway.
2,500.
Confirm landing runway 26.
Roger.
See, those mountains are looking very nice. Not sure how you guys are seeing them on the stream, but I can see the snow caps and everything looking pretty cool. Snow on the ground as well. Radar altimeter is alive. Aircraft is fully configured. There's the snow. Nice little Innsbruck in the winter. So we're going to fly over those buildings there and then make the turn in.
Innsbruck traffic, easy for Yankee Papa, push and start onto Alpha,
2,000
facing
feet.
east.
Alright, cabin.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
5.5 miles out. Looks like we've got 3 reds, 4 reds now. So we're making the turn. My airplane. Shallow the descent angle. Outer marker.
Innsbruck traffic, easy for Yankee Papa, we're going to move forward onto Bravo to give landing aircraft some stands.
Sounds like it's busy there. There's one white.
1,000.
1,000 to go. Pretty much no wind. As you can see, there's no wind being displayed. And so we're going to be auto brake 2 because we don't have that assistance of a little bit of wind to help us land at a slower speed. Two reds, 2 whites.
$100 above.
2 whites.
500 minimum.
Landing. This is Orbex's
400.
Innsbruck, so it's going to look very nice.
300. 200.
Aircraft waiting to go.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
And we're down. Reverser is green. Auto brake green. We're going to be getting off at Alpha. There we go. 60 knots. Taxi forward and get off the runway.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Austria. The local time is 5:33 p.m. and it's currently
Frankfurt traffic,
0 degrees
starting
Celsius.
pushback at
You
Innsbruck.
now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your
Innsbruck traffic,
itineraries
Skyways
for a continuation
5556,
of your
clear runway 26.
Innsbruck traffic, easy for Yankee Papa, lining up runway 26.
Alright, gear and flaps. Landing lights are off. Strobe lights are off.
Traffic, Union 1531, establishing on localizer running 26 now at 20 miles.
TWS and radar is off. Whoop. And transponder. And TCAS.
Easy for Yankee Papa, Innsbruck traffic, immediate takeoff of runway 26.
Somebody's pointing the other way. Looking for a ramp we can get into.
Frankfurt traffic, taxiing to runway 08, Innsbruck via Alpha.
We can go in here besides the EasyJet. Yeah, it is cold here. Yeah, I was rather impressed myself with that landing too, Nick. And there we are.
For traffic is before Yankee Papa is airborne off or runway 26. Move with you on a Romeo departure.
We are all parked up, so parking brake is on. Get the dome light on so we can see what we're doing. Nav aids are off. FCU is fine. Flight directors 1 and 2 are now off. Auto thrust and autopilot are off. ND is ARC 10 and ARC 10. Constraints are off. Anti-ice, we didn't use it on landing. No ground power here. Okay, so APU is coming up. Thought there would be. And door open. There we go. Starting the APU. Turn off all the taxi lights. Very nice here, very busy.
Is there any landing traffic at Innsbruck? Because if I continue taxiing, we'll be stuck at the taxiway. Innsbruck traffic, Union 1, flight 31, now 10 miles sign out runway 26.
Alright. 95, there we go.
Roger, holding short of
APU bleed
Lima
is on.
and waiting until you land. Search 2235.
Engine masters coming off. That's the engine, fuel pumps off, beacon light is off, and everybody can leave the aircraft. And Roger can go say goodbye. Oops, other way. There we go. Well, here we are in beautiful Innsbruck. We finally made it. Hope you enjoyed. And next week we'll carry on from here, heading off to the next letter in the alphabet. See y'all next time.